Welcome back to Creatively Homemade, the Remote and Hybrid Professional. I'm delighted to introduce Lesson 16 of our series. In remote and hybrid communications, where nuances of tone can easily be misinterpreted, the words you choose hold immense power. Today, we're focusing on the power of positive language, transforming your vocabulary. This lesson will equip you with strategies to consciously replace negative or passive phrasing with positive, solution-oriented language across all your virtual interactions. Our goal is to empower you to choose your words wisely, and in doing so, truly change your professional world. Let's get started. Why is positive language particularly crucial in remote and hybrid settings? Firstly, it profoundly impacts perception. Without body language and subtle cues, your words carry more weight. Positive phrasing ensures your message is received as intended, fostering cooperation instead of misinterpretation. Secondly, it actively builds trust and rapport. When people consistently hear supportive, solution-oriented language, they feel more comfortable and confident interacting with you. Thirdly, positive language encourages problem-solving. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, it naturally guides conversations toward solutions and next steps. Finally, it significantly reduces conflict and misunderstanding by removing ambiguity and avoiding accusatory tones. In a world where every word counts, positive language is your secret weapon for effective virtual communication. Before we transform our vocabulary, we need to identify negative and passive language. This often involves a subtle shift in awareness. Look out for words of limitation like can't, won't, or impossible. These words can create roadblocks before you even explore solutions. Next, be mindful of language that implies blame or accusation, such as you didn't do X or they failed to provide Y. This can put others on the defensive. Phrases that convey uncertainty like, I think we should, maybe we could, or probably not, can dilute your message and make you seem less confident. Finally, recognize passive voice, like mistakes were made, which avoids assigning responsibility. Compare that to the more active and accountable, I made a mistake. Identifying these patterns in your own communication is the first step toward consciously replacing them. Our first key strategy is to reframe challenges as opportunities. This is a powerful mindset shift reflected in your words. Instead of saying, we have a problem with the new process, try saying, we have an opportunity to improve the new process. This immediately shifts the conversation from dwelling on the negative to focusing on potential solutions. It's about changing what's wrong into what can be better. This approach not only makes you sound more optimistic and proactive, but also encourages a proactive mindset in those you're communicating with. By consistently framing difficulties as opportunities, you foster a culture of growth and innovation, even when things are tough. Building on reframing, our second strategy is to consistently use solution-oriented language. This means focusing on what can be done, rather than just what cannot. Instead of a blunt, I can't do that, which can sound unhelpful or uncooperative, try phrases like, here's what I can do to assist, or I can do X by tomorrow. Would that work? This turns a rejection into a helpful offer. It's about offering alternatives, not just outright rejection, as we discussed in our lesson on setting boundaries. By focusing on what is possible, you maintain a positive and collaborative tone, even when declining a request or addressing a limitation. This approach makes you a valuable problem solver, not just someone who identifies obstacles. Our third strategy is to actively employ affirming and empowering phrases. These words build morale, strengthen relationships, and foster a positive team environment. Simple phrases like "thank you for," show gratitude, and acknowledge effort, whether it's for their patience or their quick response. Using "I appreciate" recognizes their contributions and validates their work. Phrases like "that's a great idea" or "I agree with your point" validate others' input and encourage participation. When discussing team goals, use "we can achieve" or "I'm confident we will" to instill a sense of confidence and collaboration. These affirming words create a virtuous cycle of positive interaction, making everyone feel more valued and motivated in the remote workspace. Sometimes, you'll need to deliver negative news or address sensitive topics. Our fourth strategy focuses on how to soften negative news while still being clear. Start by delivering the news first, then follow with an explanation. Don't bury the lead or make people guess. For instance, "Unfortunately, we won't be able to proceed with that feature at this time. This is due to X and Y." Immediately after, focus on next steps or solutions. However, we are exploring Z as an alternative. This balances the negative with a path forward. Avoid jargon or euphemisms that can sound evasive. Be clear but compassionate. And remember the principles of empathy from Lesson 11. Acknowledge potential disappointment. "I understand this might be disappointing, but we're committed to finding a solution." This approach makes difficult conversations more digestible and maintains trust. Before you hit send or speak, our fifth strategy is to review for positive impact. This is especially important for written communications where tone is easily lost. Before sending an email or chat, read it aloud to yourself. Does it sound the way you intend it to? Does it convey positivity and clarity? Ask yourself, how will this be received by the other person? Try to put yourself in their shoes. Check for unintended tone. Sometimes, concise language can come across as abrupt or cold. Add a polite opening or closing if needed. Finally, consciously replace negative words with positive alternatives. For example, instead of "the problem is we haven't received X," try "the challenge is we're still waiting for X, which we need to move forward." This quick review can make a significant difference in how your message lands. To further master the power of positive language, I've compiled some excellent resources for you. On this slide, you'll find highly recommended books that delve into the nuances of effective and positive communication, such as Words That Work by Frank Luntz, Nonviolent Communication by Marshall Rosenberg, Fierce Conversations by Susan Scott, and Start With Why by Simon Sinek. Additionally, there are valuable online tools and practices, including creating your own positive language thesaurus, using communication checklists to review your messages, and practicing reframe exercises to transform negative thoughts into positive expressions. For all the full details and where to find these, please make sure to check the comprehensive description below this video. Let's bring it all together. The power of positive language truly serves as the core of your professional impact, enhancing every previous communication skill. It refines your approach to Lesson 11, handling difficult people, making de-escalation more empathetic. It enhances Lesson 12, managing workplace conflict, fostering constructive resolution. It allows you to deliver Lesson 13, setting boundaries with grace. It helps you articulate your understanding when Lesson 14, receiving feedback. And it is absolutely vital when Lesson 15, giving feedback, ensuring your critique is constructive and well received. Now, Lesson 16. The power of positive language serves as the unifying principle, teaching you to empower all your remote communications. You're building a radiating and incredibly effective communication style. Your journey to transforming your words and impact begins now. I encourage you to consciously identify and reframe negative language in your daily communications. Make it a habit to choose solution-oriented phrases that focus on what's possible. Actively affirm and empower others with your vocabulary. And always review for positive impact before you send or speak. If you found this lesson helpful and want to continue building essential skills for your thriving remote and hybrid career, please subscribe to Creatively Homemade, the Remote and Hybrid Professional. We're dedicated to empowering you in every aspect of your virtual work life. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to helping you transform your words and transform your impact.